Well, everybody, and welcome to our comp plan training. We're super excited that you have logged on and are watching this information. Grab a pen and a piece of paper because you're going to want to take some notes, but we're really, really excited to have spent hundreds and hundreds of hours on this, new compensation, plan that we have, and I am excited for the future. I'm excited about Liv, and I can't think of anybody else better to go out there and teach us everything that we need to know other than the president of our company. So I'm going to turn it over to, one of my mentors and the founder of the company, as well as the president, and a guy who's spent thousands of hours himself on this. And he's the most detail-oriented guy I know as well. So turn over to you, Mr. Blake Mallon.
Well, thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that. I'm watching the attendee list just continue to ratchet up. It's awesome. This is going to be a fun conversation tonight. So hello, guys. Thank you for joining us and taking time out of your evening to talk about a very, very exciting conversation. And tonight's conversation is actually a first of its kind. The very first time that we've previewed our new incentive program for our Liv brand coming online in a few short weeks. So if you guys are on the line, hopefully you're in the right place. You're the first. You forever get to say that you were the first to preview the Liv Incentives Program. As Rhonda said, guys, my name is Blake Mallon. I'm calling out of my home office here in beautiful Pacific Palisades, one of the co-founders of Liv. I'll apologize up front for the casualness of my attire tonight, but we're working around the clock right now. We're a couple weeks away from launch, and we're having fun. We're literally ate to faint. We got teams going all day long, then all night long, and just an outrageous energy right now and excitement around Liv and the mission and what we're going to do to enrich people's lives all across the globe. So hopefully you guys will be kind to me in the fact that, hey, you got my neon hat, you got some casual attire. Hey, if you guys are new to Zoom, I'll give you the house cleaning rules here. You're welcome to use the chat box. We'll do our best to address questions here. We do have a lot of people on the line. You guys can go ahead and open up the chat box. I would love to say hello. Go ahead and say your name and where you're from in the chat box, which is great. We are recording tonight, so we will do our best to get the link out. And like I said, I'll give you the disclaimer up front that this is the first time we've had this conversation. So we're going to see how this goes. I'll start off by saying everything we're talking about today, it's confidential. As confidential as you can keep things today in the world of social media. Guys, and I will disclaim this, that we're giving this conversation tonight for really training purposes only. Liv is actually launching July 15th at our convention in Orlando. That'll be the official day one. That is the start of our pre-launch July 15th. And we will be rolling out the, what I'll say, formal or official incentive program on stage at that event for those that are there, pre-launch only. And that'll be the official first rollout. But there's a lot of people excited. There's a lot of people in this pre-enrollment phase. There's a lot of conversations happening. And I know there's a lot of questions, right, as to, hey, how is this whole thing going to work? So we decided to pull a group together tonight to give you guys the first glimpse with the caveat that this is unofficial and not final until we pre-launch on the 15th. And this is for training purposes only. So hopefully you guys appreciate our transparency and the communication and the fact that we're giving you an early glimpse now to allow you to accelerate the conversations during this pre-enrollment phase instead of saving it until our pre-launch event, which was the original intention. So we're going to talk about Liv. We're going to talk about the incentive program. Before I kick in to the details of tonight, I want to do a quick introduction. I got a rock star panel on the line. Everybody on the line that's joining me, guys, are people that have been with our sister company Vive for a number of years, meaning that we've worked together. We've built a long-standing relationship. I got the utmost respect for these individuals. They are leaders of leaders, not just from what they've earned in the industry, and I'll have them tell you that themselves, just so you kind of know the experience they bring to the table. But they lead with values, amazing characters, amazing individuals, and I'm proud to have them as panelists tonight to kind of support the conversation, to help us understand how we can maximize this incentives program. So I'm going to get them just quickly allow them to introduce themselves, who they are, background in the industry before we get started. You heard from Miss Rhonda Lucero. I'm going to put her on the spot again. Rhonda, I know you're in mobile right now, but just real quick, your story in the industry, quick introduction as one of our panelists.
Yeah, guys, you know, I've been working with Blake and Nick and the other two guys on the line here for the last 11 years. And it really has been my very first company that I've had a lot of success in. My husband and I live in Nebraska. We've earned over $6 million working with these guys. So I knew that no matter what they did, I was on board. And you guys, it's just been amazing. I'm really, really excited for the future. And you guys are at the right place at the right time. And let's just go rock it together. Thanks, Blake.
I love it. Everybody say hi to Rhonda there in the chat box. Let's go to Mr. Kevin Merriweather.
Hey guys, Kevin Merriweather. I'm here at my home in Jacksonville, Florida. My wife Stephanie and I, we've been in the industry for about 20 years. The first 13 very unsuccessful. Thankfully, we had good careers. I worked as a UPS truck driver for 20 years, and Stephanie has worked at an insurance company for 20 years as well. We met Nick, Blake, Kyle, and Rhonda 7 years ago. We hitched our wagon to that train, and $2.5 million later, we earned our freedom. We helped several in our team accomplish the same, and I'm just ready for Blake to show us all the money tonight. So back to you, Blake.
I love it. You guys give Kevin some love there in the comment box. And my last panelist there, looking mighty sophisticated, I might say, Mr. Kyle Passetti. Kyle, tell us a little bit about you.
Awesome. 29 years in the industry, made tens of millions of dollars. The last 7 years with the sister company, trying to crack and close in on that $8 million mark with the sister company. But none of that's really important. Honestly, what's important is how many lives we've been able to change financially, been able to help a ton of people make over $100,000 a year, and a ton of people become millionaires. And looking forward, so forward, Blake, to helping so many people achieve their financial dreams and goals with Liv. It's going to be exciting.
I love it. You guys give Kyle some love there in the chat box. So they're going to be chiming in. Hey, I told you I brought some experience to the table. So I can't do the math there, but I think I just heard probably close to $15 million or more, maybe close to $20 million in earnings. And again, beyond just the success financially, amazing individuals and people that I'm proud not only to have worked with, but to be at the foundation of bringing this brand and making Liv come alive. So I asked them to help support. So you guys, let's rock and roll. A couple of quick things. Tonight's conversation is going to go very quick. It is being recorded, okay? So we are going to move at a fast pace just because we have a lot to cover. And I want to make sure we equip you with as much as possible in the time that we have allocated tonight. So don't be afraid if you don't catch everything, right? Try to get concepts. The concepts are what matter most, okay? We're going to cover a lot from, I say two sides of the coin. How the comp plan works, we're going to cover that, okay? You're going to understand how the comp plan, I should say will work because it goes live in a couple weeks, okay? How the comp plan will work as far as the details for those of you guys that care about that stuff. More important to most people than the details in terms of how the comp plan works is how you make money, which are different things in this crazy world, right? Because you can understand how the comp plan works and not make money, and you can make a lot of money and not understand how the comp plan works. So we're going to make sure that we cover both of those, right? How the comp plan works so you understand the dynamics, but also more importantly, how you turn that into a behavior and understand the concept, right? Because at the end of the day, the point is for you guys to accomplish your financial goals. So we'll bounce back and forth and we'll have fun and we'll do our best to keep up here in the comment thread. If you guys have questions, fire it in the chat box. If there's anything you're excited about and like, hey, we love feedback. You're welcome to keep the conversation going there. So I'll ask all of you, you guys ready to get rolling? Should we get started or what? Good to see, good to see. Okay, so let's dive into a recap on membership. I'm going to assume everybody watching this has already gone through our overview conversation. If you're on this line right now and you have not, you need to go backwards a step. I'm going to give you a resource. The resource is overview.timetolive.com. If someone can throw that in the chat box there, overview.timetolive, L-I-V, there's no E.com. You can go there and watch the overview conversation if you have not seen it yet, or you can get with whoever invited you to this presentation tonight, because there are leaders doing their own versions of the presentation every single day around the clock. So I'm going to assume you've had that conversation already. We're not going to dwell a lot on the high-level details of membership. But there's a couple of things I will reiterate. When it comes to membership, there's two ways to live. We got customer members and promoter members. Get the language here. Customer members are customers. Promoter members are interested in the opportunity, okay? So two different ways to live. When it comes to membership, both the customer members and promoter members are able to pick 3 levels of membership. We say, hey, how do you want to live? Access, Premier, or VIP. Here's the snapshot of those membership levels. I'm not going to go into all the privileges. Okay, that's covered in the overview. Okay, but Access, Premier, VIP at a high level, Access gives you that. Access to the core features of Liv, things like the coveted Liv List experiences, the Liv Media, next generation personal cloud, Liv Travel, the ability to tap into every major airline and hotel at cost, no markup with 110% best price promise. That's confidence, right? Find the same itinerary for cheaper elsewhere, 110% of the difference back. Liv Local, we're tapped into hundreds of thousands of brands you know and love and use every day to save money. And then our Liv Launch Marketplace, which is access to exclusive products we are curating and bringing only to Liv Members, okay? So that's the access level, $49 a month, okay? One-time activation of $50. You got Premier, which adds in addition our Liv Assistant, round-the-clock virtual assistant 24/7, huge benefit. Liv Travel Plus, deeper deals on travel, and all of the perks tied to the Liv List. The crowd, which is as the more people that go to the Liv List, the more perks, and the leaderboard, which goes to the individuals referring the most people to the Liv List. That's a Premier level, and more Liv Media space. That's $99, one-time activation of $100, and then VIP, which just is VIP. You got everything, right? You got everything that Liv has to offer: elevated VIP-only experiences and events, the ability to use more of the rewards credits, the ability to get our Liv Launch products ahead of market launch. Call it Live Mysteriously, right? Right to your door, complimentary, right, as part of the membership. And that's $149 a month. So let me ask you guys, if you're on this call, I'm assuming you're a member pre-enrolled already, fire in the comment box right now. What are you? Are you an Access? You a Premier? Or you're a VIP? And if you're not on this line and you're not a pre-enrolled yet, what are you gonna be, okay? So here's your pricing. Here's a quick snapshot, guys, for Canadians. If you're up in Canada, plan on building in Canada, take a photo. Okay, same benefits, just in Canadian dollars at the bottom. Okay, that's customer members. When it comes to promoting, okay, we say, hey, you want to inspire others to live, you want to be a Liv promoter member. Customer member, promoter member. A promoter member, you jump on the journey of what we call lifestyle entrepreneurship. Okay, we've kind of coined that term here because it really is lifestyle entrepreneurship. We're in the business of building and promoting lifestyles. And we made this super simple, okay? In order to be a promoter, all you gotta do is first be a member, pick your membership level, and then just add a promoter system. Okay, the Liv Promoter System is a one-time cost of $99. There's only one option. This isn't a tough decision, right? There's not an ABC. It's just a yes or no. Do you want to make money promoting this or not? Okay, so $99 one time. I did the math for you here, so you don't have to worry about taking out the pencils. Here's what the cost would be if you're an Access member. You pay the $49, the one-time activation, add $99. Total would be $198. Premier would be $298. VIP would be $398. Okay, that would be your full all-in startup cost in order to be a promoter. Okay, for those of you guys up in Canada, here's the Canadian dollars. Last thing I'll say on membership, and I'll have some on my panel chime in, because this question comes up a lot. Can people upgrade and downgrade? The answer is yes. Okay, you guys, we are a consumer-focused company. Everything we do is through the lens of what is the best consumer experience, which I know is a novel thinking a lot of times for the direct selling channel. Okay, so hey, it's very lenient. Someone can upgrade at any time. You would just pay the difference. You pay your activation once, you're forever paid. So for instance, if someone gets started as an Access customer member for $49, they pay the $50 one-time activation. And let's say next month they want to upgrade to a VIP, they would just pay the difference. Their $49 a month would go to $149 a month. Okay, a VIP is a $150 activation. They already paid $50, so they would pay the difference. That would be $100, okay? So you would just pay the difference on activation and upgrade your monthly subscription. You can do that at any time. If someone comes on hard times, they need to downgrade, they have that ability as well, okay? As far as credits go, okay, so we talked about Liv.credits and the reward system here. So when we talk Liv Rewards, we're really referring to two things, okay? So we got a rewards program. This program is available to both customer members and promoter members. We're unique in the fact that we have incentives for customer members. We haven't even gotten to the business side yet, okay? There's two aspects of the rewards program here with Liv. You have what we call Liv.credits, and you have what we call Liv Free, okay? Liv.credits is our high-value rewards program. Okay, what it means is out of every membership level, a portion of your dollars spent is instantly converted to Liv credits, okay, our rewards program that you're able to use for some of our Liv benefits. Okay, you'll see it right here highlighted in the yellow bar. You'll see all the Liv rewards credits. Okay, here's another view of it on the Liv rewards slide. So here's your summary, okay? What's great about the Liv rewards when it comes to our credits, we say high value because, guys, if I were to be frank, I've never seen this type of percentage being converted to a rewards program, right? You think about your Amex, I love Amex, but they give me like 1% back in my rewards, right? 1%. Some of the highest programs out there sometimes give 10% out of every dollar you're spending to rewards, right? You guys, this is a minimum of 50% out of every dollar you're spending on membership is getting converted to rewards credits. Minimum of 50%. If you look at the numbers here, right, at Access, you're doing 25 credits a month. That means you're spending 49 for the Access, and in addition, you're getting 25 credits to use for the following months. That's 50%. Premier, you're spending 99, 50 credits. That's 50%. At VIP, this is why so many people I think are coming in at VIP, 149, and if you look at the number, it's 100 credits. That's 67%. So I think it's the most aggressive rewards program that I've seen in the market. An easy way to look at it is, hey, for every dollar you're spending toward membership, you're getting value of Liv List, full access to all the perks and all the privileges, which is value in itself. And at every dollar you're spending, at least 50 cents is going toward credits. These credits can be used toward our Liv List experiences, our Liv launch, which is new products coming to market, and our Liv marketplace, including buy branded products as well. So I'm going to go ahead and one more thing, I'm going to kick it to my panel. How many of you guys like the Liv credits? Just out of curiosity. How many of you guys are pretty blown away that you got 50 to 67% of every dollar you spent is actually going to credits toward your experiences, your product purchases as well, in addition to the slew of value on the Access? It's ridiculous, right? Last thing, just to make this a no-brainer. Some of you guys are like, Blake, it's already a no-brainer. Just the Access is a no-brainer, right? Not to mention the 50 to 67% toward my Liv List. It's like a layaway plan for living. No-brainer. Let me just remove all question of why everybody on planet Earth should be a Liv member. We call it Liv Free, okay? You guys, Liv Free works simple. You refer 3, yours is free. Refer 3 other to the same or higher membership, and your next month membership is free. Okay, here's how this works. You got to be an active Liv member. You can be Access, Premier, VIP. You got to have a minimum of 3 personal Liv customer members. Now, this is customers, guys. It's all about customers. Customer members, minimum of 3. And the total customer volume must be at least 3 times your membership, okay? So it doesn't have to be the same, but if you're a VIP and you refer 3 VIPs, that's the easiest way. Your VIP is free. If you're a VIP and you refer 10 Access members, it's still 3 times your VIP. Your VIP is free. So very flexible program. And yes, even if your membership is free, you're still getting the credits and you're still getting full access, okay? So guys, I'm gonna pause there and go to my panel to reiterate that we covered a lot. We just covered membership levels. We just covered what it takes to be a promoter. We just covered the rewards, which is 2 components. You got the credits, high value, 50 to 67%, and we covered Liv Free, okay? Those are the rewards program. Let me go to Kevin Merriweather here. Kevin, anything you want to drive home, reiterate, or highlight on any of those topics?
Well, one thing that I noticed right away, Blake, first of all, it's so refreshing to not have to lead with a particular product. You know, we're a membership services club that gets to go out and promote the value at all of the different memberships. There's so much more depth. There's so much more, value in these memberships than anything that we've done in the past. I am just so excited that we don't have to necessarily go out and learn about one particular product. We promote a membership. And when you look at the memberships, I haven't had a chance to experience anything on here with the exception of the personal memory cloud. It's been an unbelievably pleasant experience. I'm sure all of the rest of it will be as well. And when the stories and the testimonies begin to show up, it's going to be a no-brainer. So I love it. But then the back end of it too, Blake, having an opportunity to back end it with the launch platform, where every month we'll be launching those new products, and the marketplace, I can tell you, it's the best of both worlds.
I love it. Rhonda, anything to add?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we we can get it for free. That's like the best rewards program out there. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I know like the Marriott rewards, like they'll give me more points or something if I refer people to it, but they're not giving it to me for free. So guys, this is crazy. How easy is it going to be for you every single month to be banking your rewards credits that are free? I mean, Blake, this is awesome. I'm super excited about it.
I love it. Mr. Passetti?
Yeah, absolutely, Blake. You know, this is by far the best value proposition I've ever seen in the industry in 29 years. I mean, it's absolutely insane when you think about the value a person's getting for the dollar they're spending, especially when you look at the VIP package. And so that's exciting. And furthermore, me come at you from an entrepreneurial standpoint, two key things about the credits. Number one, a big challenge we face in our country today is that people work all year long to finally earn a vacation. They can't afford to actually go do anything. So they just end up taking a payoff and continuing to work. Or they sit at home and do absolutely nothing, and when they want to go do something, but they can't afford to do it. And by us putting credits back into, let's call it a piggy bank or call it a savings account, we're helping them prepare. So when the time comes, whether it's a weekend or whether it's a one-day experience or whether it's a full week experience, whether it's local, national, or international, we're helping them prepare to go out and enjoy that life experience and put themselves in a position to do so. And then secondly, from an entrepreneur standpoint, let's talk retention. I have never in my entire life, and if you have, please share. I've never seen anyone quit a bank account that had money in it. I've just never seen anybody go, hey, you know what? I'm going to quit my checking account and leave $1,000 in it. It just don't happen. So what I do know is that people will stick around long enough to use their points. And if they use their points and they go on an experience, they're going to stick around forever. They're with you for life. That's exciting from an entrepreneur standpoint.
I love it. You guys give my panel some love there. So let me just reiterate, okay? So let's say I'm a VIP. Number one, I have access to the Liv List, right? The Liv List in itself is curated experiences that you can't find anywhere else, right? So the access alone, I would argue, is worth $150 a month. Full stop, period. Just access to the experience. When you guys see these things come online next month, you're gonna be like, I'm in just for the access, right? Just for that, just the ability to be able to buy those experiences curated in that way, right? You guys, that alone, full stop, is worth $150 a month. But now I'm saving money on my cloud, right? I can ditch some of my other cloud services. I got a next generation cloud. If I travel, buy airplane tickets, use hotels, use rental cars at any point in the year, I have a guaranteed best price promise. You're going to save enough money just on that feature to cover the cost. If you shop, eat, go out, use restaurants, buy online, go to malls, and you use the Liv Local, you're going to save money on stuff you're already spending, money saved, right? Not to mention the access to the products. And, oh, by the way, $100 out of the $149 is just your layaway plan for your life experience. That's the money. That's us basically saying, look, we're told to save for a rainy day. We're told to save for retirement. Why don't we teach people to put money away for living life and having experiences that make life worth remembering, period. That's what we're doing here, guys, with the credit program. Is it's like a savings plan for life experiences. It goes toward your products and goes toward your experiences. And if that's not the no-brainer, you can refer 3 and you get all that stuff for free, including the credits anyway. If this is easy, if you guys are getting this, if you guys are seeing this, go ahead and give me one word reaction in the comment box right there on our value proposition. Guys, the reason I wanted to spend time all of that is because if you get that conversation, the business is simple. We've always been a consumer-focused company. We are the first ones in the industry to stand on stage at industry events and state customers are good for business. I'm proud of the fact that in our sister company, over 70% of our revenue still to date comes from customers, non-distributors or promoters. We always believe that if the customer conversation has value, the business takes care of itself, which is why we spend so much time architecting a value proposition for the customer that is truly a no-brainer. Okay, let's talk about how this converts to dollars. I'm gonna give you guys the model. This is the simple model. So for those of you that are not numbers people, you're not details people, you don't understand comp plans, and you flat out maybe don't care. Here's the shorthand. This is the cliff notes, okay? This is the high-level overview. If you get this, you get the rest of the conversation today, because the rest of the conversation just backs up how this works. Let me give you the whole business model in a sentence. Live free, stars and cars. Live free, stars and cars. Here's what I mean, okay? Let me give you a perfect example. you be a VIP. Why? For the reasons that I just said. You're a VIP, let's say you're a VIP promoter member. First thing you want to do is get that VIP for free. So you already know the answer. How many people do you have to refer to be customer members to get your VIP for free? The answer is 3. You refer 3 VIPs, your VIP is now free. If you get it, say I get it in the comment box. Now, you also want to build a team of promoter members. These are promoters that also want to get paid. Magic number's 3. If you ever don't know the answer in our compensation program, just take a wild guess. 3, it's probably the right answer, okay? Magic number's 3. So in addition to 3 customer members, you also want to refer 3 promoter members. You do those 2 things as a VIP. You're a VIP, you got it for free. You referred 3 VIP promoters. You're going to get promoted to the first position. You're also going to be called what's called a rising star if you do that in your first 30 days. Okay, the first position is called bronze. We'll talk about that in a minute. Average income here is $200 to $500 a month. You're talking a couple grand to $6,000 a year. This is the Lego, the stepping stone, the thing we stack the rest of the compensation plan. It's all based on 3 customer members, 3 promoter members. If you guys think you can do that, say I can in the comment box. Now, when I say Lego, because all we do is help other people do the same thing. So let's say we help 6 people through your team. You don't have to do this personally. Let's say you referred 3 and they each referred 1. That would be 6. 6 people total in your team to do the same thing. They're rising stars, 3 and 3. You would be qualified for the next position. It's called silver. Okay, and silver's fun because you're making about $1,500 a month. That's about 18 grand a year. And you're qualified for our Live to Drive program we'll talk about, which is a $750 a month luxury car club bonus. Stop right there. You're not rich. You're not wealthy. But how many guys would flat out be humble enough to admit that if you're making an extra, $1,000, $2,000 a month, and you got a car parked in the driveway that Liv paid for, right, with that $750, you'd be excited about your part-time, spare time opportunity helping other people live, right? If you'd be excited, say yes in the comment box. Okay, so that's the model. And then, like I said, live free, stars, okay, and cars. So now that we know how to get you a car, let's help other people do the same, okay? If you help 3 people hit silver, that's essentially 3 people getting in a car, you'd be what we call a Liv Gold. You'd be making about 50 grand a year. Help 3 people be a Liv Gold, you'd be what we call a Liv Platinum, you're making about $100,000 a year. You help 3 people hit platinum, you're a 3-star platinum, you're making about $500,000 a year, okay? We'll tell you what these mean and we'll tell you how these numbers work for the rest of the call, but I want you guys to understand at the high level of all you get is that it's live free, stars and cars. VIP, get it for free, refer 3, you're a star, rising star. Help 6 people do that, you're in your car, you're making a couple grand a month. Help 3 people do that, you're making 50 grand a year. Help 3 people do that, you're making 6 figures a year. Help 3 people do that, you're making $500,000 a year. If I were to stop right there, how many of you guys can understand this compensation plan and probably explain it to somebody if I were just to stop right there? That's our beautiful thing, guys. We want to make this very simple in terms of how this works. Kevin Merriweather, you are such a individual when it comes to comp plans. You so focus on simplicity, right? You're all about simplicity. Anything you want to add in terms of the Cliff Note version here?
Well, you summed it up. Live free, stars and cars. I mean, at the end of the day, if the brand new guy coming into the Liv, a community, if you will, as a brand new entrepreneur with us, if we can't focus on that new guy, the rest of it doesn't matter. All those big numbers are great, but if the brand new guy, if we can break it down and be simple and plain and say, look, we're going to help you grab 3 promoters, 3 customers, you're going to become a bronze, and we're going to help you replicate that through your organization with 6 of your teammates so that you can in turn pop as a new silver, which is the car level. Guys, if you can just keep it that simple, stay focused right there. It's a no-brainer. You can climb through the top of the compensation ranks and write your own check.
Thank you, sir. So guys, let's talk details, okay? So that's the short version. So for all of you that I'm not a numbers person, I don't understand math and it makes my head hurt, I just gave you the answers to everything right there. That's all you really need to know. The rest of the conversation is just going to be the details behind what I just showed you, right? So how do you get to $50,000 a year? How do you get to $500,000 a year? How do those ranks work? Okay, let's talk about those, okay? So we got a series of Liv ranks. These are the titles we acknowledge people as they move on up through the Liv program. A couple of things you want to understand as we're going through the ranks, okay? We use volumes in order to determine who hits rank. There's 2 types of volumes, QV and BV. QV is qualification volume. Like the name says, it's volume used to qualify you for ranks. In our program, Everything is QV. Membership is QV, dollar for dollar. $149 for a VIP is $149 QV. The cool thing is we also have products. So products through the Liv launch, products through the Liv marketplace. Someone buys a product for $100, that's $100 QV. So I think we may be the only company that I know in the entire industry that actually has both services and products all tied to dollar QV toward rank. Pretty cool concept. We also have BV, which is bonus volume, volume used toward your bonus. Cool thing here, same is true. So we are treating both the membership service and the products purchased all toward BV, paid through the compensation program we're talking about. It's truly a hybrid model. We lead with the membership, that's the base, that's the main thing, but membership also gives you access to some pretty cool products, guys, that we're bringing to the market that members are gonna wanna buy anyway, and that all works the same through the compensation plan. So let's talk about the ranks, okay? So QV, BV, we get it. In order to be active, okay, everybody gets started, they're a Liv promoter. Active means you're able to get paid, your compensation active, okay? In order to get paid through the compensation plan, you gotta have at least $125 in PQV, that's personal qualification volume, or $200 in retail, okay? The 125 can be your membership, right? Or products, and it counts all of your personal customers. So it's all dollars spent on membership and products between you and all of your personal customers. Easiest way, you guys tell me, what membership level would be the easiest way to make sure you're over 125 PQV every single month? Fire in the chat box. You're a VIP, you're instantly active yourself, okay? You guys get the gist. Okay, first promotion, we mentioned earlier, is called Liv Bronze. A Liv Bronze is your first promotion in the plan. You have 3 active lines, that means 3 lines that are active, 125, with a total QV of your group, that's GQV of 2,000, okay? Reason I showed you earlier, if you're a VIP and you refer 3 VIP customer members and 3 VIP promoter members, if you guys would do the math, you'd see you're over $2,000, which is why you became a bronze. That's the fastest way there. Down to technicalities, you gotta be active, you gotta have 3 active legs, and you gotta have a total of $2,000 in GQV anywhere in your organization. If you do this in your first 30 days, you are in that rising star status we talked about, okay? Rising star is anybody that hits Liv Bronze in their first 30 days, or you do it through customers and do $2,000 in PQV, all customers in your first 30 days. You're gonna unlock a slew of incentives we'll talk about. You got your rising star status. We're gonna talk about the rising star double fast starts, the Live to Drive program, other components, listen to me, that are exclusively reserved for rising stars. Really important part of the plan is to make sure you are a rising star and you help your team do the same. The easiest way to do it, do that in your first 30 days, hit bronze or 2,000 PQV. If you miss it for whatever reason, you do have another chance by doing either of those for 2 consecutive months in the future. So if you miss it, it's not the end of the world. However, the easiest way to do it is to go bronze in your first 30 days. If you guys get it, say I get it in the comment box as far as rising star. You might want to plant the seed, okay, that hey, it might be a good goal to be a Liv rising star before we even start. How cool would it be day 1 for you to be a rising star by the time we have our convention next month? Okay, let's go through the rest of the rank promotions. Very simple to understand. So Liv Bronze was 3 active lines and 2,000 in volume. Liv Bronze Elite is the same 3 active lines, but your volume grew to $6,000, okay? Yeah, Liv Silver, same 3 active lines, volume grew to $12,500, okay? Liv Silver Elite, volume grew to $25,000. Liv Gold grew to $50,000. Liv Gold Elite grew to $100,000 in total GQV. Again, this volume is all membership spending, all product spending, all customers, all promoters, everywhere in your line of referral, infinite levels, okay? So you have the volume, okay, you hit the rank. Now, the only thing you need to understand as far as structure here, you'll notice from Liv Bronze Elite and above, it says 60% rank criteria. All that means is you can count up to 60% of the volume needed to achieve a rank out of any one team. I'll give you an example. If you want to be a Liv Gold Elite, it's $100,000 in GQV. You can count up to 60% of that in any one team. What's 60% of 100,000? 60,000. So you can count 60,000 out of one team, which means you'd have to have the remaining 40,000 out of your other 2 teams, okay? If you guys didn't follow that, here's the layman's version. Build 3 teams. If you're building 3 teams, you won't worry about it. These ranks right here, guys, are what we call the spare time to full-time ranks, because you're making a couple $100, right, all the way up to, you know, almost 6 figures a year. Okay, so these are your spare time to full-time when it comes to the ranks. Okay, let's continue to move forward. For those that have bigger goals, here's your full-time to what we call lifestyle creation. Okay, Liv Platinum means your volume went up to 150,000, and then you help other people do the same. So Liv Platinum is a whole new category, right? We're talking full-time income. You're making over $100,000 a year. Once you get there, you want to help other people do the same. So a 1-star Liv Platinum means you helped one person get to platinum. A 2-star Liv Platinum means you helped a second person in a second leg get the platinum. A 3-star, a third person in a third leg get the platinum, right? You're talking now on a 3-star Liv Platinum, you're making $35,000 to $40,000 a month, which is why we call full-time to lifestyle. You guys tell me, if you're making $35,000 to $40,000 a month, that's more than the annual average income in the US every month. Would that be lifestyle? That's why we call it lifestyle creation. Okay, last ones, guys, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on, but no, there is dollars beyond that. This is the lifestyle to wealth creation. So this is all the way up to where people are earning $300,000 to $350,000 every single month. Okay, so you got Liv Diamond, Liv Diamond Elite, Liv Diamond Executive, and Liv Diamond Global. Okay, I'm going to bring on Mr. Passetti here just to reiterate anything he feels like it on the ranks, how they work, how they were designed, or any insight he wants to give moving through the ranks. Kyle, what do you got?
Hey, you know, the biggest thing, Blake, is the simplicity of it, and the stepping stones. If you look at how the ranks are set up, everything's set up in stepping stones. And most importantly, Blake hit it early on when he started talking about the ranks, and that is the magic numbers 3. This simplifies the way you build a business. Everything's in 3. Start with 3, begin with the end in mind, start with 3, help 3, and just continue to repeat that process all the way to Diamond Global.
I love it. So I got to ask all of you, what rank are you shooting for, right? Go ahead and comment in the chat box. What do you got your eyes set on? What's the first goal, right? Go ahead and comment. What do you see yourself becoming when it comes to the Liv ranks? Go ahead and fire a goal in the comment box. I love it. Okay, let's talk about some advantages, guys. So we built this plan so that it has full flexibility for the promoter. I won't get into the backstory here, but you know, I've been at this for 18 years. My partner Nick has been at this for over 20 years, right? We have the collective input from not only the panelists on this line, but all of our top income earners. In that time, guys, we've always designed our own compensation plans. We don't farm out to industry consultants that give you the same thing as everybody else. We've designed it based on our experience. Having done and launched brands that have eclipsed nearly $2 billion in revenue, have got scaled up to the point where we had 170,000 people enrolling every month, all right, where we created 50 millionaires. I only give you guys these numbers for context. You learn some things. You learn at that scale what works, what doesn't, what works better, what doesn't, right? So guys, we've refined all of this based on actual hard experience, right, to create a plan that I believe is best in class and going to disrupt our category. Okay, a couple of things to understand on the advantages. 2 types of relationships, enroller and sponsor. Enroller is who actually does the referring. Sponsor is where they're tied to in the line of the referral or the tree. Okay, and in every case, when you refer somebody, you're the enroller. In some cases, you'll be the enroller and sponsor for, say, your first 3. Okay, but we allow you to then sponsor people within your team. Okay, to do so, we have another advantage called a waiting room. The waiting room is 6 months. I didn't stutter. What this means is as you personally enroll new promoter members, they will sit in a waiting room. The waiting room is on level 1. Business as normal. Volume counts, paychecks go out as normal. However, you have 6 months to decide if and where you want to placement sponsor that person within your team. Why do we do this? Because we don't want anybody to rush needing to make a decision where they place. Also, it's the benefit for the new person. We don't want new people to worry about, messing something up. So they just run. You just have to go. They'll sit in a waiting room. You got 6 months to learn, to figure out, to get the appropriate consulting from your leadership to figure out where they go. So it's a 6-month waiting room. Other benefit for new promoters, guys, is what we call RQB. This just means that for new promoters that enroll after the 15th, all the volume they generate before the end of that month counts for the month. They get paid for the month, but it rolls into the following month. Why do we do that? Our cycle, because it works monthly, we get a lot of production at the end of the month. People try to run for new rank promotions, right? It moves the compensation. We don't want a brand new person who doesn't understand the comp plan, who comes in at the end of the month to not understand, right, monthly cycles. So we give them the benefit of RQB. All the volume rolls into the next month, allows new people to just go without having to worry about how the comp plan works, okay? Our ranks happen weekly. If you hit the rank by Thursday, you're paid that week at that rank on our Monday paycheck. And we offer grace periods for the ranks of silver and above, meaning when you hit silver and above, you're automatically graced at that rank for 60 days to allow people to have a digestion month after they hit. If you guys like any of those benefits, go ahead and comment in the chat box right there on any of the benefits that stand out that you think are unique. I'm going to go to Rhonda Lucero. Rhonda, any of the team building advantages that you want to highlight or reiterate or make sure the team here understands?
You know, I know a lot of people are watching right now and they're thinking, holy cow, 6 months? 6 month waiting room where we're able to go and create those teams, create the excitement, and create those advantages. It literally is not being done in the industry at all. And this is the place for everybody to come to that's going to want to be a part of that. So I'm really excited about that, Blake. And I know that right now my phone is literally blowing up about that one thing.
I'm seeing the chat box here and I think people are getting it. So guys, what date does Liv start? Liv starts July 15th. There may be a method to our madness of why we're starting July 15th. So that'll be the start date for all new Liv promoters. They go online on the 15th. Okay, so let's go through the high level here. So let's talk about bonuses. I showed you average incomes earlier. This is where those incomes come from. Okay, so we got a couple different types of bonuses in the comp plan. Some pay weekly, some pay monthly, and some are promotions. Okay, so we're going to cover the weekly incentives here. We're going to cover the monthly incentives, and we're going to cover the promotions. Now, when it comes to our weekly and monthly cycles, I mentioned the weekly cycle works Friday to Thursday night. Thursday night, midnight's the cutoff, PST. Everything in by Thursday at midnight is paid on Monday. How many of you guys like the fact that you can actually, do work on Thursday and get paid on Monday, right? Most of the world hates Mondays. They dread Mondays. They're all down on Mondays. In Liv land, we love Mondays. Monday is payday, okay? We have our monthly cycle, okay? The weekly cycle, easy way to understand that is that's really for new production, adding new customer members, adding new promoter members, okay? Adding new business really pays out weekly. Now, the monthly cycle is really about retaining customer members and retaining promoter members. It's about your recurring revenue, okay? Our monthly cycle, guys, works on a calendar month. Everything for that month, okay, month closes, and you get paid on the 15th of the month for all the recurring revenue of the previous month, which is why you can get up to 5, sometimes 6 checks a month every Monday and then on the 15th of the month. Okay? How many of you guys can be excited about an extra 5 paychecks a month opportunity, right, in addition to your jobs, careers, and what you're doing? Pretty cool concept. So let's talk about how the weekly is going to work when you're adding new business. Let's talk customer members, okay? We call this a new customer acquisition bonus, or a new CAB for short. As the name says, it's about acquiring customer members. Really easy to understand. It's also an easy bonus to get, okay? New customer acquisition bonus works like this. You personally enroll a new customer member, you get paid. The higher the level, the more you get paid. You enroll somebody on the access, you get paid 25 bucks on Monday. You enroll somebody as a premier customer member, you get paid 50 bucks on Monday. You refer somebody as a VIP customer member, you get paid 75 bucks on Monday. Some of you guys are doing the math real quick and are going to smile very quickly. So you're like, Blake, you're telling me if I go get 10 customers on Premier, which has an insane value proposition, I can make $500 on Monday? Yep. Right? So simple concept, fast cash. You guys, I look at what the average person makes hourly, right? Average people in America, they're making what, 25 bucks an hour, $30 an hour, right? If you break down their annual salary, people are going to make 2 and 3 times their average hourly wage, right? By promoting Liv part-time spare time, just through these customer acquisition bonuses, right? Really simple concept, okay? So easy, customers, okay? Let's talk about how customers then convert to commissions. So that's just for the acquisition. That's called a customer acquisition bonus. But you also get paid, right, as the customer volume goes up. So in addition to the acquisition bonus, notice I said in addition to, so you get that for bringing them in, but all of that counts toward volume. So your customer members have volume. That's where we might go to that BV conversation. Okay, and you got your reoccurring customers that you got last month and the month before and the month before and the month before and the month before. So all of that volume, right, your new customer volume and all your previous customers that are recurring every month, that is called personal customer volume, okay? You're gonna get paid on the business volume of that. More volume you have, more higher percentage. So $0 to $200, there's no percentage. Why? Because that's what it takes to be active. That's kind of you saying you're active. But once you get over 200, you're getting paid off customer volume, 10%. 500 is 15%, 20%, 25%, 30%. So you get up to 30% off all of the customer member volume every month. Guys, this is great for your part-time spare timer. They may not be a huge team builder. They don't want to go out there and maybe build a large group, but they love the membership. They want to give people value, help people live a better life. They get a lot of customer members. Maybe they just want them all to go on the Liv List experience with them. So they make them all customer members and they get paid every month customer commissions. We really want to put focus here on this 1,000 tier. It's that 20% tier. That's the sweet spot. You want to be duplicating people at this 20% tier. That way they're making a couple $100 a month just off their customers. Because we want to put focus there, we have a 1,000 PBV club bonus, which is just an extra $50 for anybody that has over 1,000 PBV. It's our way of putting focus on the customer getters and helping people get that 1,000, okay? So that's customers. How many of you guys get it? If you say you get it in the comment box, if you get it from the customer aspect, and see that you can really make a good couple $100 a month, couple $1,000 a month, purely off customers, which is the core. My belief, guys, I believe this business model has the potential to get up to where 80% plus of our members are actual customer members because of the value we're providing. That's our goal. Now, you might be asking, well, Blake, what about promoter members? Right? What happens if someone adds the $99 and wants to be a promoter? Well, there's a fast start cab for that as well. So this is for new promoter members. Okay, so you got new customer acquisition bonuses, new cabs for customers, and you got fast start customer acquisition bonuses for promoters. This is for bringing on new business. Here's how this works, okay? Very simple. This is an example based on a VIP promoter member. You enroll somebody on a VIP promoter, you're gonna get paid. The higher the rank, the more you get paid. So let's say you get started and you're a Liv promoter, you enroll somebody as a VIP, okay, promoter member. Here's the key thing. You must help that promoter refer their first customer member. So there's two things happening here. You're referring a promoter member and you're helping them get their first customer member. Why? Because, guys, if we have a promoter that doesn't or can't get one customer, our belief is they shouldn't be a promoter. They should just be a customer, okay? So we want to incentivize promoters to really be promoters, meaning they're actually going to go out there and get customers. That's a key thing. So two things. You refer somebody to a VIP promoter, you help them get their first customer. That's going to trigger this fast start cab. If you're a Liv promoter, you make 75 bucks. If you're a bronze, you make 100 for doing the same thing. If you're a platinum, you make 160 for doing the same thing. You get paid more for doing the same thing. Cool thing here is you also earn overrides on the difference. So for instance, if Kevin is a Liv Platinum and Kevin refers Rhonda, Kevin would earn $160 on his fast start cab right here, and Rhonda gets her first customer. Let's say Rhonda is now a Liv promoter. Rhonda refers me. Rhonda would get 75. Kevin would earn the override of the difference. So 160 minus 75, that's an $85 override on Rhonda's referral. There's also second generation, okay? If you guys got that, great. If you didn't get it, here's what you got to know. You're going to make 75 to 160 bucks for referring people to become VIP promoters and helping them get a customer. Higher the rank, more money you make, and you get overrides through infinity by helping your team do the same thing. But Blake, that says VIP. What if I enroll somebody on Premier or Access? It works the same way. It just goes down to the equivalent of the price. So a Premier is 2/3 the price of a VIP. So the Fast Start is just going to be 2/3 of the Fast Start. Works exactly the same way. You just get 2/3 because it's 2/3 the price, right? You have an Access is 1/3 the price of a VIP. You get 1/3 the Fast Start. Works the exact same way. You just get 1/3 the price. I'll pause right there because I see Kevin nodding. I see him getting excited on this program right here. So Kevin, anything you want to add on the new cabs or the Fast Start cabs?
Well, couple things I see here. Coming from a a background where I got paid every week on my job, it was really refreshing to see that Liv is going to pay us on Monday based on the weekly production. So immediately a brand new promoter has an opportunity to go out and set a weekly goal to, you know, accomplish whatever income level they want to accomplish right out of the blocks. Then at the same time, though, what's happening is you're ultimately building that long-term residual. So it's almost like you're getting paid instantly for the work you're doing right now, but you're building a long-term residual. Here's another thing too. We all have a shot. Kyle told me this 7 years ago at creating a story. We all have an opportunity to create a story because we're in pre-launch right now. That first run of paychecks Blake alluded to will happen when we go live on July 15th. Well, everything you're doing right now is building for that first paycheck. So start doing the math. Start playing with these numbers. Screenshot this thing. Take your calculator, like I've got mine right here, and I've got a huge list. I enrolled 3 VIP promoters in the last 24 hours personally. I've already got an idea of what my first commission check is going to look like for my weekly, and I'm already kind of getting an idea of what the monthly looks like. And I know you may say, well, Kevin, that's a lot. Well, listen, guys, you're entrepreneurs. This is your business. You got to, at the end of the day, if you join in a pre-launch situation, you already know that you're here to make money. This is an opportunity for you to go create a story right now out of the blocks that you can share for the rest of your life here with Liv. Back to you, Blake.
I love it. So how many guys can get excited about the weekly program, both the new cabs and the fast start cabs? How many guys are seeing how this can generate great part-time income? Or how many guys are excited about what Kevin said, that, hey, we're pre-enrolling right now, all for that 15th, that first weekly check run, boom. Now, the only thing better than this fast start program would be if you could actually make double, right? You guys are going to love this. So I mentioned Rising Star earlier. Rising Star, if anybody hits bronze in their first 30 days, Rising Star. Here's what that unlocks. This is insane. If you get this, you're going to lose sleep tonight, okay? Once you become a Rising Star, you now have the ability to earn double fast start bonuses any month you enroll 3 VIP promoters, okay? So let me explain this. You go Rising Star. You got to go Rising Star first. Your first 3 VIP promoters are excluded from this because your first 3 are what you're going to use to become a Rising Star. But after you're a Rising Star and you've gotten those first 3 out of the way, every month you enroll 3 new VIP promoters, you're going to double your fast start bonus. Why do we do this? Consistency. We don't want someone just to do it once. We want consistency of activity. So we're going to pay a heavenly to go out there and do 3 a month, 3 a month. Can that get lucrative? Let me show you these numbers again, guys. Let's say you're a bronze at the bottom of the compensation program. You're making 100. You were for Joe, you make $100. You were for Bob, you make $100. You were for Sue, you make $100. But that was your 3rd and you're a Rising Star. So now that on that 3rd one, it doubles all 3. So now it's another 100, 100, 100, right? So it doubles the fast start on all 3 of those VIP promoters if you're a Rising Star. So I'm going to reiterate, very important to go to Rising Star, something you're going to want to do, and then it's all about 3 a month, 3 a month, 3 a month, 3 a month. How many guys are excited about double fast start bonus? Okay, let's continue. I mentioned this earlier, Live to Drive. This is an exciting one, okay? So the Live to Drive bonus is reserved for Rising Stars. This is tied to the silver rank, but it has certain structure requirements. So to hit silver, you don't have to have a structure. You just have to have 12,500 volume, 60% rank criteria. We talked about that. However, we want to incentivize you to develop leadership, help people, right? Develop people. So if you hit silver by helping at least 3 people hit bronze, 1 in each 3 different teams, and you do that for 2 consecutive months, it's about consistency here, not one time or pop and drop. Okay, this is how you get access to our Live to Drive program. So you hit silver, you had 3 bronze, you did it for 2 months. This is going to unlock a $750 a month luxury car club bonus every month on top of your paycheck for you to put yourself any of these luxury brands. Okay, you're going to get Live to Drive branding kit. It's got to be black. The brand is black, so you can pick the car, right? As long as it fits in the program, it's got to be black. It'll be branded, $750 a month. Well, Blake, what happens if my car payment is below that? You keep the change. For $750, most of you guys will cover your car payment and your insurance and have money left over, right, at this bonus program. You got bigger dreams and bigger cars? Go out there and hit 3-star Liv Platinum. 3-star Platinum, that bonus goes to $1,500 a month. for our Liv Exotics program, okay? Now this trend continues through some of their other ranks. Again, this structure is not required to achieve the rank. I'm gonna be clear here. I told you guys the ranks earlier. The ranks are just based on volume, 60% rule. So this structure is not required to get promoted. However, we want to give you an incentive, an additional bonus on top of the comp plan to develop people. How many of you guys love the fact that we're all about developing people and incentivizing leadership to reach down and grow new leadership, right? This is about longevity, sustainability, duplication, right? We're a leadership development company, okay? So the bonuses here are pretty heavy. If you're a Liv Gold and you got to Liv Gold by helping 3 Liv Silvers, okay, which means you're Liv Gold, but you got added structure, we're gonna give you an extra $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year just for developing 3 Silvers. That's essentially 3 cars. If you go and hit Liv Platinum while also helping 3 Liv Golds, you're developing leaders, okay? We're gonna give you an extra $3,000 a month. You guys, that bonus right there in itself is $36,000 a year. That bonus right there is more than the average annual income in the United States. That one bonus right there just for developing 3 Liv Golds. Not counting anything else in the comp plan, okay? If you go Liv 3-star Platinum, that means you develop 3 Platinums. You're gonna get an additional $12,500 a month. That's an extra $150,000 a year. Now you're developing real leadership. And then you go Liv Diamond Elite, one of our top plans. That means you have basically 3 3-star Liv Platinums. You're making an extra $25,000 a month. That's an extra $300,000 a year. Biggest take home here, guys, it's about developing leadership. We're paying people heavily to develop leadership, right? Because we want to be a leadership development company and we want to make sure that all of you have mentors to help lift you up. And once you get lifted up, we want to make sure you're incentivized to reach down and lift others up. I'm going to go to Mr. Pacetti here if he's out there because he was a big proponent, guys, on the design of this. So Kyle, anything you want to add on anything we've covered or anything on the rank structure bonuses?
Yeah, I guess first thing is how weird it sounds when we say an extra $25,000 a month, right? So, but that's exciting. What I do love about this component of the compensation plan is it marries the top to the bottom. And, you know, Blake called it developing leaders. And yes, that's what it is doing, but it's doing it by marrying the top to the bottom. Remember, compensation plans drive behavior. And if you want the people who have the ability to teach others to lead, to stay in the game, there has to be some form of compensation to drive that behavior. That's exactly what this particular component does. I love it. I believe we're going to see leadership popping like popcorn because we're incentivizing people to develop them. Love it, Blake.
I love it. Thank you, Kyle. So guys, I'll leave it to you right now. We're holding attendance pretty good. I'm impressed by you guys. I can stop and we can save the rest for stage at launch in a couple weeks and unveil it as a surprise. Or I can show you because there is more to the compensation plan. So you guys tell me stop, right, or more? Stop or more? Comment in the chat. Stop or more? Okay, I think it's a definite more. Okay, so let's keep going. Team commissions, okay? Over time, guys, this right here will actually be the biggest part of your check. Out of all the things we talked about that are exciting, this right here, over time, is actually the biggest part of your income as you grow through the plan. This is where you're getting paid through all the levels of referral. Really easy to understand. Higher the rank, more levels you get paid through. It's paid through active levels, meaning it only counts if they're active in the plan. So don't worry about if you refer somebody who refers someone and they start and quit. There's a lot of overnight entrepreneurs out there. They get excited one day and distracted the next, right? Guys, don't worry. Those people won't get in the way of your compensation, okay? It'll pay through levels of active promoters. It's called compression, as it says on the slide here, right? So levels of active promoters. The higher the rank, the more levels. So it starts off at 2, goes all the way up to 8 compressed levels, and it's 5%. So very easy, 5% of the BV. And again, that's the BV of all the membership dollars and the products purchased combined into what's called a unilevel compensation program. I know it's simple and it looks like, hey, 5%, but guys, over time, this is what grows. In the short term, focus on the stuff we talked about earlier. Those new cabs, those fast start cabs, weekly cash, weekly cash, weekly cash. Cool thing is, if your weekly cash is going up every month, what that means is you're adding recurring members. And over time, you'll start to see this bonus right here passes the rest of those upfront bonuses. We also have, guys, what's called a leadership depth bonus. This is really to reward you once you have a massive team. Some of you guys might say, well, 8 levels is good, but what happens if you got people below that? Well, if you look, guys, at Platinum, you'll see that gray bar there that says LDB. LDB stands for Leadership Depth Bonus. Here's how this works. When you hit Platinum, you get your 5% through your 8 compressed levels, and then you get 2% through Infinity. Infinity. You got people, members below, buying product and subscribing to membership. You can pay through Infinity. Pretty cool concept. Now you might go, well, Blake, you can't pay through Infinity for everybody. So what happens when you help somebody else hit that level and they're getting paid through Infinity? That's Infinity on top of Infinity. Does it get cut away? No. If you're a Platinum and you help somebody hit a Platinum, we actually give you a pay raise. Here's our belief. Guys, there's a lot of plans out there that hurt you when you help somebody get to where you are. It's called a breakaway. I never understood that. We want to reward you for helping somebody get to where you are, okay? So the concept here is you're a Platinum, you got 5% through 8 levels and 2% through Infinity. You help somebody become a Platinum. You now, your 2% goes to 4% through their 8 levels, and you still get 2% through Infinity. So you're getting 4, you're getting 2 through Infinity, they're getting Infinity. It has to stop at some point, okay? So it stops when you have a Platinum, you're a Platinum, you help someone become a Platinum, and they help someone become a Platinum, and then it'll eventually end all the way down to that second Platinum's 8 levels. If you didn't understand all of that, here's the point. It's called a Leadership Depth Bonus, meaning it pays you very deep in your referral, which is why checks and commissions go up so much when you become a Liv Platinum. Understanding that, guys, you might put Liv Platinum on your goal board, right? Because that is a huge leaping stone. That's why that's the starting rank when we say that's now full-time, right, to lifestyle creation. Starts at the Platinum rank, okay? Let's keep going here. You got your lifetime enroller bonus. For those that are familiar with the check match term, that's what this is. If you're not familiar with that, you're basically matching the monthly commission check of all your personal enrollees. Okay, so it goes from 10% to 50%. This is just for the people you personally enroll. The more you help them make, the more of a match you get. So if you refer somebody, you enroll them over time. Let's say they're making, $1,000 a month in their monthly commission. If you have a 10% match, you would earn an extra $100 a month. You're not taking it from them, you're just matching their commission. Psychology here is you want to enroll a lot of people, you want to help them make a lot of money. The more you help them make, the more you're going to earn. Okay. Last couple things, you got weekly leadership pools. This is available for the Gold, Elite, and Platinum levels. These are pools of company revenue that reward you for helping your team live free. Okay, it's what we call 1,000 PBV. And have 3 VIP promoters a month. So 2 activities, 1,000 PBV, 3 VIPs a month. Driving that behavior rewards you as a leader. A couple other key things here. This is a new idea. Retention was a key part of this design, key part of our business model. I believe, guys, this program with the value, with the credits, with the live free, right, with what we're doing on experiences, the goal is to drive retention through the customer model. We also want to incentivize the leadership or the promoters to do the same. So we have a customer retention bonus. This is for retaining customers and promoters. It's based on 2 things, helping people live free and helping people stay with us. Okay, so every time you help somebody live free, meaning they got 3 other customer members, okay, that's going to go toward earning points toward this bonus. And if you keep customer members on longer than 3 months, and promoter members on longer than 6 months, you start earning points toward this bonus, okay? So helping people live free, customers stay longer than 3 months, promoters stay longer than 6, you get points toward this bonus. More points you get, more money you make, okay? So it can be anywhere from an extra $500 a month if you got a total of 10,000 points, you're a minimum of a silver elite, all the way up to $75,000 a month if you got 1.2 million points for our Liv Diamond Global, okay? It gives you a perspective here, okay? Last couple things. You guys are like, is that it? Is there more? This comp plan's ridiculous. Last couple mentions, guys, and then we'll round out. Star bonus. We do have a business system coming online next month called Liv Pro. It's a full integrated back office system. Has really in-depth business intelligence on the web, reporting like you have never seen, and a full mobile application that has all kinds of next generation recruiting tools we've been investing in. You guys are going to love this stuff. Use these tools to help get customers. And again, it's all about customers. The top level ranks will earn off people using these tools to get customers. This starts at Liv Platinum, okay, and it goes on up. You're able to earn for helping people use the tools to go generate customers. Just another way to drive a behavior of people using the right tools the right way for customer acquisition. Okay. Last thing I'll mention, and I'm going to bring on the panelists here for some closing thoughts. Guys, this is a big one. I don't have the time to go into the value of this, so I'm going to compress it. But if you're doing other things right now or you tuned out, tune back in. The short version of this story is myself, Nick, and Ryan, the founders of Liv. We've been on a long path, right? You know, in this industry for 12 plus years. A lot of you guys know the history or part of our story where not too long ago, we made the biggest move of our entrepreneurial career, and we bought back the sister company to Liv in a pretty big transaction. It was about a $143 million transaction, split equally between myself, Nick, and Ryan. One of the first things that we did when we bought back that company is said, look, we're going to launch a new strategy. We're going to create a massive wave, right? We got it in us. We know what we've learned, not just our successes. More valuable than our successes is all the failures, everything we've screwed up and done wrong. That's way more valuable than everything we've done right. Our list of things we've done right is pretty long, and we can brag about that. But the list of things we've done wrong is a lot longer and worth a lot more. And one of the things, guys, that we said is for this next round, we can't do it alone. We want to align ourselves with the best of the best, right people, right values, right culture, and we want to give them a part of the upside, okay? So long story short, what is on the table for Liv is what we call a platinum equity pool. This is equity. This is not a bonus. This is not a dollar. This is not a compensation. This is equity ownership in our parent company. This is the parent company that owns all sister companies. It owns Buy in the Body by Challenge. It owns our Challenge Pro brand, which focuses on the health and fitness professional vertical. And it will own Liv, the sister company coming online in a couple weeks. It's the most valuable asset we got. It's what allows me to live, right, the way that I live, as well as my partners. And we want to put it on the table for all of you guys at the launch of Liv to help us make this a big deal very quickly. Now, it is a platinum equity pool, which means it's only available for platinums. People that hit platinum this year in 2017. This will be for Liv platinums, okay? So if there's someone, a part of the sister company and Vi that already had an equity incentive or already became an ambassador, that would be excluded. This is for new promoters coming online with Liv that have never hit the ambassador equivalent. They become a platinum by the end of this year, okay? It's 1% of the whole parent company. You earn points by becoming a platinum. You earn points by maintaining that rank. Again, guys, it's the most valuable thing on this entire conversation for those that are thinking big, believe in where we're going, and want to be a part of owning everything that we have done, 12 years of legacy, and everything we're going to do in the future, okay? All this stuff, guys, I know was fast, okay? We did record it. We'll have a pay portal online, all this stuff, guys. We're all about transparency. You'll be able to see all the bonuses, how they work, real time, on web and on mobile app. You'll be able to get your commissions on transferred to your bank account, automatically transferred on a loadable debit card, all that stuff when we go live on pre-launch. And hey, this is the first time I've had the chance to explain the compensation plan. So hopefully you guys grasp most of it. Before I share my closing thoughts, I'll go once around with the panel, and then we will wrap. We'll go to Miss Rhonda Lucero, then Kevin Merriweather, then Kyle Passetti, and then we'll close out the call. Rhonda, what do you have to add?
Yeah, you guys, I'm really, really excited. I personally have never been a part of a groundbreaking opportunity, literally. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen a compensation plan like this. And I'm really, really excited for those people who choose to go out there and take massive action, especially with that platinum equity pool. I've seen what equity can do for people. And I know with this company, my goal as one of the leaders is to go help this company Liv go do billions in sales. And so I would definitely want to be a part of that equity pool as well. So you guys, just go take massive action and let's just go have fun and let's go live.
Love it. Good stuff, Rhonda. Like Rhonda, I've never had the opportunity to launch. And maybe like some of we all have an opportunity to be pioneers here with Liv. We're going to go create the new stories right now. The history books are being written right now. And you just have to decide how much of that history do you want in your organization. I know there's a lot of moving components, and this is probably overwhelming if you've never really looked this deep into a comp plan. It's okay. Focus on the bottom. Stars and cars. Go help a bunch of folks go out and make their initial investment back and then help them earn a car. And at the end of the day, guys, that's the entire comp. If you stay right here on this screen, the whole comp plan will take care of itself. I look forward to working with you guys. I can't wait to see you guys in Orlando at our kickoff event.
Awesome, Kev. Well, gang, you know, it's an amazing compensation plan, extremely lucrative. I know that a lot of times when people look at a compensation plan, it can be overwhelming, be a little bit confused, and that's okay. You know, what I've shared with people for many, many years is you know, just do it unknowing, or they call it dumb and excited. They call it ignorance on fire. You call it whatever you want. The best way to figure out a comp plan is to go do the actions, earn the money, and then back into the money and figure out where it came from. You know, I made my first $1 million in the sister company before I truly understood how all the comp plan worked. But there was really masters of the comp plan out there. They knew everything about everything, but they didn't make no money. See, I went and made the money, and then I figured out how the comp plan worked. I just encourage all of you, just go get stupid crazy with this. You've got one shot. You know, they say people have 3 shots in a lifetime. I don't know how true that is, but if it is true, you know, most of the time when people have a shot or an opportunity that comes their way, they don't recognize it, or they're not in a position to take advantage of it. So this shot's coming into your life. I don't know if you've already saw 1 shot, 2 shots, and this is your 3rd one, and you probably don't know neither, but I can guarantee you it's a shot, and it's the best shot you'll probably ever have. You probably ought to embrace it. Let's go run the gamut, go make $1 million bucks, and I'll help you figure out where the money comes from, right? Come on. Love it.
You guys give my panel a lot of love. They were rock stars tonight. And at the risk of sounding like a broken record, let's go back to simplify. We covered a lot of info, right? You don't need to understand all of it. We did it as a courtesy. For those of you that have the questions or want the details, you got it. You got a recording. You can understand it. For those of you guys that don't care and all you want to know is, hey, if I do something, will the check come? Hopefully you got that assurance that this is well thought out, well put together to drive the right behavior. And guys, this will be a plan that hits the industry unlike anything we've ever seen. Okay, we put everything into it. Boil it down to simple things. Live free, stars and cars. Okay, customer membership isn't even live yet. But that doesn't mean you can't go line up your 3 customer members on those paper applications. So the minute it is live, you're living free. Hint, hint. I would be lining up your customer members with the caveat that that goes live July 15th. Once you got your 3 customers, 3 promoters, this you can do. Pre-enrollment is live. You can pre-enroll everybody right now. As you pre-enroll, you get your website set up, username.time to live. Use that for pre-enrollment. All pre-enrollments are going live for July 15th. So you can line up those 3. If you're on this call right now, guys, and you're in this early, like you're weeks before our even start of pre-launch, as early as it gets, okay? You're early. You're early. You're pre-launch. Guys, I would say at least by the time we're together in Orlando, you got your 3 promoters. At least, okay? Now, for those of you guys that are like, talk to me about that car thing. Well, go line up your 6. Go find 6 people and help them get their 3 promoters. How would you like to be saying that you qualified for silver day 1? You're qualified for our Live to Drive program day 1. How valuable of a story is that? I got involved in this before it even started because someone cared enough to share it with me. I logged on to this, webinar. They told me to go out there and find my 3 and find my 3. I did it. They told me to help 6 people do it. I did it. Day 1, I was already making $1,000 a month and qualified for this car before it even started. How's that for a story? You got 1 shot to create it. You got a lifetime to tell it and a lifetime to monetize it. All of you on here can do this right here. And some of you may be swinging for the fences. Some of you may be lining up leaders and duplicating that exact thing. Guys, you got a couple weeks to take this information. This is the first and only time we're going to have this conversation until we're live. You're seeing it first. You're getting it first. You guys do not take for granted the advantage, right, of being here at this place at this time with this information. Guys, in closing, right, I hope you like the work that we've put together. I hope you understand it. I hope you don't worry about trying to figure it out. Just know that we figured it out. Focus on the simple activities, take advantage of the time frame. And you guys, what I'm most excited about is out of all this stuff, right? Money is important, the comp plan will pay, wealth is gonna get created, but I really believe in this philosophy right here, and that's money follows, it doesn't lead. As much as we spent the last hour plus talking about money, here's the truth of it, guys. Money follows, it doesn't lead. What does it follow? It follows a passion to go out there and enrich someone's life. Right? It follows a transparency or authenticity to care enough about people to have this conversation. It follows value that we're able to give to people. Guys, that's what money follows. So if you lead with all of that first and you're doing this for the right reasons, understand the value we're about to bring to people's lives. And at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, here's the whole point. We're doing all of this. Here's what Liv is about, right? And as short as I can say it. You guys, our hope is real simple. It's just at the end of the day, right? There may become one day in millions of people's lives that they may be able to look back and say that because of the work that we did and the work that you did and what our community stands for, right? They were able to have experiences they never would have had, create memories, right? That they had for a lifetime. And as they're looking back and they're looking back on their time, they're saying, you know what? Those are the highlights. Those are the memories. Those are what made life worth living. Because that's why we're doing this. And if you keep that in mind and you bring that intention to your conversations and you follow the plan that we laid out, guys, money will follow, and it'll follow in a way you've never experienced in your life before. So thank you guys for the extended time tonight. We'll get the recording out. I look forward to seeing all of you on stage in Orlando as we officially kick off our pre-launch. I hope to see all of you on stage as a bronze or a silver or a gold or a platinum. I look forward not only to your first story and that first paycheck, but more so the difference in the lives we're going to make for people, guys, all across the world, helping people live better. That's what this is about. Thanks to my panel. Thanks to all of you guys. We're wrapped up for tonight. I hope you guys are ready to live, because I am. We're wrapped.